What is going on, everyone? Welcome in to another edition of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, where I'll be doing my live play-by-play and reactions all season long to college basketball games throughout the end of the season. And of course, don't miss the conference tournaments, and of course, less than a month away, the March Madness tournament. And tonight, we have a battle with two top 25 teams inside the ACC. This one between the number 3 Duke Blue Devils hitting the road out to Virginia Tech for this one to take on the number 20 Virginia Tech Hokies. We're about 7 or 8 minutes away before tip-off here, so before I get into the game here, I'll go over some of the stats for both of these teams before we get to the tip-off. So what I do is I do live play-by-play and reactions of college basketball games. Feel free to hit that like button, share, and subscribe to my channel if you like, as well as I'll be doing this all season long and, of course, keeping you up to date through the March Madness tournament. So if you like college basketball, this is the channel to stay tuned and into the know right here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We'll go over the number 3 Duke Blue Devils coming off that loss last week against number 5 North Carolina. That was last Wednesday, where RJ Barrett led the scoring with 33 points, 13 rebounds, but they rebounded right back to where they needed to be, bounced right back as they had that huge 10-point win against Syracuse at the Carrier Dome on Saturday. RJ Barrett once again leading the scoring with 30 points as he shot the ball 14 for 20 from the field shooting. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you so much for joining me. We should have a pretty good game tonight, Duke against Virginia Tech, as this is, I think, the only game this week, as there's not much basketball action going on, like big games on like Wednesday and Thursday this week, but Saturday I'll be back after this one. But yeah, this should be a pretty good game tonight. Number 3 Duke against number 20 Virginia Tech. And for this one, the Duke Blue Devils with that 24-3 record, 12-2 right now in ACC play. They're undefeated on the road, 7-0 on the road, 7-2 against the AP Top 25. And their only 2 losses were a 2-point loss against Gonzaga, and then, of course, all you know by now, the loss last Wednesday against UNC in that game where Zion got hurt, where his shoe just blew off and exploded 36 seconds into that game. But here we are. Zion's out once again tonight. He has a grade 1 right knee sprain that he suffered 36 seconds into that game against North Carolina. Cam Reddish had 27 points against the Tar Heels last Wednesday, and of course, Trey Jones in there as well, the star point guard. 33 assists right now in the month of February. And don't forget about RJ Barrett coming off back-to-back double-digit games with those back-to-back 30-plus point games in the last 2 games. Double-digit games for every single game this season for RJ, leading the ACC right now in points per game as he averages 23.3 points per game. And don't forget about this guy. He came right off the bench in relief for Zion the last game. Alex O'Connell had 20 points on Saturday against Syracuse. So looking for a factor tonight, it might be Alex O'Connell, the unknown man, stepping up and playing it out for Duke tonight. So we'll see. Strength of schedule right now for the Blue Devils, second in the nation behind Kansas. Kansas, of course, with that huge win last night, blew away K-State as Texas Tech absolutely obliterated Kansas on Saturday. Games against the top 25. Duke, they beat number 4 Kentucky in that State Farm tip-off in Indianapolis. That was the first game of the season. They crushed them 118-84. They also beat Auburn in the top 25, beat Texas Tech. They won at the buzzer against number 18 Florida State with Cam Reddish nailing a 3-point shot back in January. They beat Virginia twice. And, of course, that 23-point comeback against Louisville a few weeks ago, where it was 9 minutes left to go in that game, and they came from behind by 23 and still won. What Duke does well, they're 5th right now in all college basketball in scoring offense. They average 85.5 points per game. The number 1 team right now in college basketball for points per game scoring is Gonzaga. They just average just above 90 points per game. Duke, what else they do well? They're right now first in all college basketball in blocks per game. They have a total of 194 blocks per game. That's an average of about 7.2 blocks per game. The team that's second to that just barely has above, I think, 5.8 blocks per game. That is the Washington Huskies, right now second in the nation in blocks. They're led by the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, Matisse Thybulle. Right now, Duke sits at third in all college basketball in steals per game. They average 10.2 steals per game. Curious to see how many steals they get because they don't have Zion tonight, who Zion's right now one of the leading stealers right now in the ACC as it comes to forcing turnovers from the opposite opponent. And Duke right now currently sits at fourth in all college basketball in offensive rebounds per game. They average just a tad below 14 offensive rebounds per game. We'll flip the script here to the number 20 Virginia Tech Hokies playing at Blacksburg on their home court tonight. They have a record of 21-6, 10-5 in ACC play, 12-2 at home this season as they won their last game right now, and they're 2-4 against the AP Top 25. If you're looking for key players tonight, look out for this guy, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He has 24 out of 27 games this season with double-digit points for the Hokies. Also, a key thing to note here is the all-star point guard for Virginia Tech. He has the all-time record for Virginia Tech in career assists. That is Justin Robinson. He has been ruled out for this game. I think this is his 8th game in a row that Robinson has missed, as he got injured back on the game on January 30th against Miami. He's never seen the court ever since he had a foot injury that game. Other players to take note of, Kerry Blackshear. He has back-to-back games for the Hokies with double-digit points. In the loss against Virginia last Monday, Blackshear led the scoring with 23 points, 13 rebounds, and Virginia Tech just did not shoot the ball at all that great from the field at all. They didn't shoot it well. They only shot the ball 10.7% from three-point range in the loss against Virginia, but they bounced back against Notre Dame on Saturday, beating them 67-59 as Kerry Blackshear again led the scoring with 22 points and 14 rebounds in the win against the Fighting Irish. The other player to look out for tonight, Ty Outlaw, the guard who had a season-high 20 points against Georgia Tech back in January in conference play. Ty Outlaw right now is currently third in the conference in three-point shooting, averaging 46.2% from behind the arc. We're almost about ready here to get off with tip-off. Virginia Tech and Duke at the tip-off circle here as the refs have the ball in their hands, getting ready to tip this one up. Duke in the black jerseys on the road today, in the blue lettering. Virginia Tech in their white home jerseys, and that maroon style with the orangish lettering there, maroon outline. We're on our way. Virginia Tech at the tip-off. So they have the ball at the left corner here for the Hokies, and looks like Duke just knocked it out of Virginia Tech's hands. It goes out of bounds with 19:43 left to go in the first, but the Hokies will get the ball back. So Trey Jones tipped the ball out. Here's Virginia Tech with the ball again. Wabisa Bede has it at the Virginia Tech logo. As we have 19:37 left to go in the first here. We do have, let's see, I'm going to try to get the stream up here. We do have a freeze in my stream for some reason, so I'm going to have to plop up another ESPN3 live stream to get you guys going, hopefully, in this one. But we just got started with Virginia Tech and Duke. Stay here momentarily. I'm going to get you updated on this game. Looks like that web page just didn't want to work on the playback era. But we're almost there. Yep, here we go. So still 0-0. 19 minutes left to go. We are back, and Virginia Tech has the ball. Right corner three from outside, and no good. It rattled out by Wabisa Bede. Rebounded, and it's up and in. Offensive rebound by the Hokies. They strike first. Kerry Blackshear with a bucket. 2-0 with 18:45 left to go in the first. Blackshear averaging 24.7 points per game in the past 3 games for the Hokies. Duke with the ball now at the left corner of the perimeter. Trey Jones kicks it back outside. They're passing around the perimeter. Jones takes the left corner three, and it rattles around and hits the rim off the backboard and up and in. It's a 3-point shot. Gets the courtesy of the rim to go down for Trey Jones. 18:20 left to go in the first. Virginia Tech with the ball at the right wing of the perimeter. Ahmed Hill passes it top of the key with Bede to the free throw circle here with Blackshear. Blackshear passes it top of the key, dribbling, trying to go inside. Ahmed Hill hits the left elbow deep 2 for the Hokies, and it's 4-2 V-Tech. 18 minutes left to go, or it's 4-3 right now, as Duke did hit that 3-pointer. And Virginia Tech with a steal off of Duke. Free throw circle, jumper, Ahmed Hill, no good. Hits the top of the iron. Fight for the rebound. Dukes has it. 17:42 left to go. The score is Virginia Tech 4, Duke 3. Duke with the ball now, and the pass underneath the bucket. And let's see if the refs will rule a goaltend on here with 17:36 left to go in the first. As there was a block by Virginia Tech right at the backboard. ESPN hasn't updated their score box, and they just did, as Duke gets credited with a bucket there. So it was a goaltend, so the score now is Duke 5, Virginia Tech 4. Virginia Tech with a 46-8 record at home in the past 54 games, and it's up and in with a layup by Ahmed Hill, taking back the lead for the Hokies, 6-5. 17:12 left to go in the first. Duke with the ball, passing around the perimeter towards the right side. Try to dribble inside, step back. Deep two, hit it. Nothing but net. Cam Reddish with a deep two from the right elbow there for the Blue Devils, taking back the lead, 7-6 Duke. Virginia Tech with the ball with 16:55 remaining. They pass the timeline. They pass it to Ahmed Hill. At the top of the key, calling the defense, passes the ball to Wabisa Beatty, feeds the ball baseline here. Baseline kicks it back outside. Left wing three. Nothing but net by the Hokies with a 9-7 lead here at home. They're shooting the ball red hot in the first 4 minutes of this game. 16:32 left to go. Ahmed Hill drained that three. 7 points already for Hill. Duke with the ball at the left corner. Passes it top of the key three. And Duke hits it from the outside. So trading 3-point shots early in this one, as Alex O'Connell, starting again for his second game in a row, hits the three-pointer to take the lead back 10-9. Virginia Tech now with the ball. 16:05 left to go in the first. Dribbling Nikhil Alexander-Walker, taking it towards the left wing of the perimeter. Catch and shoot, right wing three. Oh, and he drains it from the outside. Wabisa Beatty hits the three ball, and Virginia Tech showing you the range early in this one. 12 points. And we just got through the first 4 minutes and 15 seconds of this game. Virginia Tech with a steal. And we got a foul by Duke from behind. So the Hokies shooting free throws right after this commercial break. What a steal there in transition. It was Ahmed Hill who tried to lay it in, but he got fouled from behind. So, wow, Virginia Tech striking early in this one, using the fast-paced offense to their advantage right now. They have that 12-10 lead. I'm going to update you guys with the score in the chat if you haven't done so as well. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. Or right now, Virginia Tech out red hot in this one, 12-10. So I just updated the score here with Virginia Tech. We're on a commercial break with 15:41 left to go in the first. As I always do during commercial break, I'll go through some of the box score stats here right now for you guys to see what's going on in the game. But yeah, Ahmed Hill shooting the ball at a pretty good clip from the field right now for the Hokies. Let's see these box score stats. Yeah, Ahmed Hill leading the scoring for Virginia Tech. He has 7 points right now, as he did hit a three-pointer. He's 3 for 4 shooting from the field currently in this one. And let's see for Duke who they're getting the score. Trey Jones, surprisingly, leading the scoring right now with 5 points. So Trey, he did hit a three-pointer as well. He's perfect 2 for 2 from the field shooting so far. They haven't got RJ Barrett to score yet. RJ still scoreless. He does have 3 assists already, and we're not even 5 minutes into this one, though. So that's a little bit of the box score here. Since we're still on commercial break, I'll give you the updates. Duke shooting the ball 4 for 5 right now from the field. That's good for 80%. Virginia Tech's 5 for 8 shooting from the field. Both teams are even on the rebounding game right now, 2-2 currently in this one. And all 3 assists by Duke have come in the hands of RJ Barrett, surprisingly. Not Trey Jones. Trey Jones is leading the scoring right now for Duke with 5 points, which you'd think by now it would usually be RJ, but we'll probably see RJ light it up later in this game. We'll see how it goes when RJ going at it with, on the other side, Kerry Blackshear coming off those 2 big games for Virginia Tech as well in there. So Virginia Tech shooting the ball really well from the floor right now, already with 12 points. What they do well currently they're 5th in all college basketball in three-point shooting offense for shooting percentage. They shoot the ball at around 40.1% from three-point range they've converted on this season for the Hokies. So that's one thing they do pretty much really well this season. And they rank 2nd in scoring percentage right behind Duke, which Duke averages just above 47.8%. That's what Virginia Tech shoots from the field right now. Virginia Tech also ranks at 9th in all college basketball and fewest points allowed to an opponent, as they only allow their opponents to average just above 61-point games, which that is surprising, saying that Virginia Tech is dead last right now in rebounds in the ACC. 15 out of 15 teams in the ACC. They also rank 312th in the nation in total rebounds per game out of 351 college basketball teams in NCAA Division I men's college basketball. So Virginia Tech, a reason why they're not able to rebound the ball as much is mostly because of their size. They only have one player that's above 6'6" or taller. That is Kerry Blackshear, 6'10". The rest of them are either 6'6" or smaller than that in the lineup. So first shot from the line was good by Ahmed Hill. Second one hits as well. So Virginia Tech, we're back to action here and just nailed both of their free throws with a 14-10 lead with 15:38 left to go. We're back to action here. Duke with the ball. They take it past the right side of the timeline. Trey Jones hands it off to Cam Reddish, and it's into the hands of R.J. Barrett at the top of the key. Barrett here passes it to Cam Reddish, trying to take it inside. Floats up the jumper, hits the rim short, rebounded by the Hokies. Ahmed Hill with a rebound, takes it past the left side of the timeline. And he passes the ball off here. Virginia Tech is up by 4 with 15:14 left to go in the first. Trying to dribble around the perimeter, top of the key. They pass it to the free throw circle. It's Blackshear. Blackshear passes the ball right wing of the perimeter. Wabisa Beatty at the top of the key, passes the ball. Left corner three from outside. Hokies, they do miss. Fight for the rebound. Tipped out of bounds. And last touched by Duke. So Virginia Tech will get the ball back with 14:58 left to go in the first. So here we are, Virginia Tech looking to inbound the ball. Nikhil Alexander-Walker gets the ball handed from the ref here. He's looking to inbound it to somebody. And he passes it down low underneath the basket. They kick it back outside to Ty Outlaw. Outlaw at the right wing, and he passes the ball off. And now it looks like Beatty will set back up the offense for the Hokies. Passes it to Blackshear at the left elbow, trying to back his way inside. Blackshear kicks the ball back outside. Right corner three, Ty Outlaw hits the rim. No good. Rebounded here by Duke. The score is Virginia Tech 14, Duke 10, with 14:35 left to go in the first. Duke with the ball now, trying to dribble outside to inside. The feed inside the key. Kicks it back outside. Left wing three. No good by Cam Reddish. Rebounded by the Hokies. They take it past the left side of the timeline here with Virginia Tech with the ball. Feed it inside. Oh, and the miss slam dunk by Kerry Blackshear. Going the other way by Duke off the rebound. Kerry Blackshear, the open slam dunk. But Duke just had enough right there with a man in defensive transition just to jump right in front of his face and cause Kerry Blackshear to flinch just a little bit and miss the slam dunk. So Duke with the ball now again, 13:55 remaining. The shot, no good. The first time the putback. Up and in by Duke. Alex O'Connell right there with a putback for Duke. 14-12, 13:42 left to go in the first. Virginia Tech with the ball. Ahmed Hill now goes back to Blackshear. Blackshear looking to feed somebody. He's at the free throw circle. Blackshear takes the free throw circle jumper. Hits it for the Hokies. 16-12 with 13:25 left to go in the first. Virginia Tech shooting the ball at a pretty good clip early on in this one. Duke now with the ball down by 4 here. 13:14 left to go. The pass to the right corner to Cam Reddish. Passes the ball back to Trey Jones. Trey Jones floats up the shot in the key. Hits the rim short and tipped out of bounds. Trey Jones tried to kick it back out to Cam Reddish outside, and he missed his position, and it goes out of bounds. So Virginia Tech will get the ball back here. I'm going to update the score when I have a chance, as Virginia Tech has the 4-point lead. Currently 16-12 with 13:04 left to go. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. We're back to action here. 12:54 remaining. Virginia Tech with the ball, and they're dribbling with it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nikhil Alexander-Walker, so it's a turnover by the Hokies, going back to Duke with 12:50 left to go in the first. Duke with the ball. Trey Jones takes it past the timeline. Jones dribbling towards the right of the perimeter, feeds the ball off. Now going back to Jones, passing around the perimeter. Dribbling inside, left elbow jumper, and that was Joey Baker shot that, and there was an air ball off the bench. Joey Baker, I think number 13 or number 15. Looks like 13. Yeah, 13 on Duke. He hasn't played this season. I have no information on him, and he's in the game. That's so weird. I thought it was 15 for a second. That's Alex O'Connell, but looking at his jersey, it looks like a clear 13. Duke with the ball, back to feet inside, and the slam dunk. Right there, Marquise Bolden hits the rim, dunks it with two hands. 2-point game here, 16-14 with 12 minutes left to go in the first. Virginia Tech with the ball. BD passes the timeline to feet inside and tipped out of bounds by Duke. Javin Delorier tipped that one out of bounds. The ball was intended for Ty Outlaw right underneath the basket, and it went out of bounds. So we have a stoppage in time here, as we got a couple of replays going. I'm going to update the chat with the score. Duke 14, Virginia Tech currently with 16. We have 11:54 left to go in the first. And if you haven't done so already, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so don't miss a beat here all season long with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, getting you ready for the March Madness tournament less than a month away here. So right now we're on the TV timeout. I'll get you guys going with a box score here. Looking at the leading scorers. Virginia Tech leading the way. Ahmed Hill with 9 points right now for the Hokies. And for Duke leading the way, RJ Barrett's been held scoreless in this one right now, as RJ Barrett's coming back-to-back 30-point games. Hasn't scored a single point. He does have 3 assists right now for Duke. Leading the way, surprisingly, is Trey Jones. He has 5 points currently in this game for Duke. So I'll be doing this all season long. My channel is called Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. What I do is play-by-play and live reactions of college basketball games, taking you up through the March Madness tournament, of course. So don't miss a beat here throughout the season to my channel. If you haven't done so yet, feel free to like my videos and hit the subscribe button down below if you wish. Right now we're on the commercial timeout, and Virginia Tech with a 2-point lead, as the Hokies have come out shooting the ball from the field tonight. As right now, Virginia Tech coming into this game is ranked 5th in the nation in 3-point shooting percentage. They average from 3-point range this season, hitting on 40.1% of their shots from behind the arc. Right now they are shooting 2 for 6 from 3-point range. That's good for 33%. They're shooting 46% from the field. But right here, surprising number is that they're out-rebounding Duke 7-6 early in this game. That's something that Virginia Tech hasn't done well at all this season, out-rebounding teams. They're currently dead last in the ACC with the least amount of rebounds per game on average. They only average about 32.6 rebounds per game coming into this contest. North Carolina, of course, with Luke May, is the #1 team right now in the ACC for rebounds per game, approximately a little bit above 10 rebounds higher than what Virginia Tech averages. But yeah, Duke right now getting out-rebounded just by 1 rebound right now. Still a lot of basketball left to go. From the field, Duke shooting the ball at 50% currently in this one. Trying to see if there's any more stats that stick out. Nothing really much going on as far as that. But yeah, both of these teams been pretty good with scoring-wise so far, as they've been able to get shots to hit from the field. This isn't like that contest, Virginia Tech against NC State, where just both of the teams couldn't get anything. And NC State shot the ball at like 16% from the field in that game and only scored 24 points in that one. That's an all-time low in the shot clock era. So here we are. We're getting back to action. Virginia Tech with the inbound. Catch and shoot, left corner. 3, no good. Airballed right there by the Hokies. Hokies are in trouble now. 1 man to guard, and Duke just shot it off the rim. Trey Jones couldn't get that to fall in the bucket there, as it looked like he could have taken a Hokie defender right there in transition and could have laid it in, but no, he decided to shoot it and went off the rim. Virginia Tech got the rebound. Ball just went out of bounds. 16-14. It was tapped out of bounds by Duke. So Virginia Tech will get the ball here back on the inbound with 11:33 left to go in the first. Hokies up by 2, 16-14, looking to inbound pass it. Ahmed Hill does find his man. It goes back into the hands of Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Top of the key here is guarded by Trey Jones. Walker dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. Dribbling towards the top of the key and floats it. Right wing three, Kerry Blackshear, no good. Hits the top of the iron. Rebounded here by Duke. Down by 2, they take it into transition. Passing around the perimeter, RJ Barrett, left wing. Feeds the ball top of the key here with Trey Jones. Passes it left wing, RJ Barrett. Feeds it inside now. This is Bolden. Kicks it back outside. Reddish back to Bolden. Back to RJ Barrett, left side of the perimeter. Left wing three, RJ. No good. It's the top of the iron. RJ Barrett has yet to score in this one. We're almost halfway through the first. Virginia Tech's up 16-14. Virginia Tech just got the rebound. Hokies now with the ball, passing the timeline. Ahmed Hill passes it off. Nikhil Alexander-Walker with the ball, dribbling towards the top of the key. Passes it. Right wing to Hill. Trying to dribble. He's at the top of the key here. Hill looks for Alexander-Walker. Left wing of the perimeter. For the Hokies was now 5 on the shot clock. Walker with 3. Passes it. Hill with time expiring, and it doesn't even hit the rim anyway, so it's a shot clock violation by Virginia Tech with 10:22 left to go in the first. Ball will go back to Duke here. The score is Virginia Tech 16, Duke 14. We have 10 minutes, 22 seconds left to go in the first, and Duke will get the ball back on the inbound. If you haven't done so yet, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games and keeping you in the know throughout the March Madness tournament. Duke with the ball, top of the key, Cam Reddish. Reddish passes the ball, right corner, trying to dribble. Baseline was Trey Jones, and it looks like he gets called with a turnover, so it goes back to Virginia Tech with 10 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the first half. So Trey Jones could have went in there, dribble baseline, and scored, but he turned the ball over there with a double dribble, trying to take it inside. Going back to Virginia Tech as we just reached the halfway point in this first half. Nikhil Alexander-Walker with the ball as they pass around the perimeter. Right wing of the perimeter here with Isaiah Wilkins. He tried to pass it to Ty Outlaw. Gets tipped out of bounds, and it was tipped out of bounds by Jack White of Duke. So Virginia Tech will maintain possession with 9:50 left to go in the first. Ahmed Hill to inbound the ball. Passes it here to Alexander-Walker. 9:48 left to go in the first. Virginia Tech 16, Duke 14. Both of these teams have not scored in a couple minutes after they started out from the field red hot. Alexander-Walker just tried to take it inside for Virginia Tech, but Duke tipped the ball out of bounds as Walker tried to pass it to his teammate in the left corner behind the perimeter. So here we are again. Hokies with 9:41 left to go in the first. They'll inbound the ball. Feed to Ahmed Hill, and it gets blocked up in the air, but he'll go to the line to shoot some free throws as Duke gets charged with a shooting foul. Not sure how many shots, as it looked like Ahmed Hill was right on the edge of the 3-point line. Not sure if he stepped on the 2-point line, if he was inside, or if he gets 3 shots. But here we go. Ahmed Hill, leading scorer right now for the Hokies at the free throw line, hits his first. He has 10 points already, 17-14. Virginia Tech up by 3. I'm going to update the chat here with the score in just a moment. We have 9 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Ahmed Hill at the free throw line, and looks like there was only 2 shots, and he hit both of them, 18-14. Hokies up by 4. 9:40 left to go in the first. Just updated the score here. Duke with the ball. Now passing around the perimeter. Cam Reddish. And turnover by Duke is called. Looked like a travel, and they weren't even being guarded there. They were right next to the edge of the Virginia Tech logo, right in front of the half-court line, and the refs say that Duke traveled with the ball. So Duke has turned the ball over 4 times in this game. Virginia Tech gets it back. The score is Virginia Tech 18, Duke 14 with 9:22 left to go in the first. Hokies with the ball, top of the key here. Nikhil Alexander Walker passing the ball, trying to go inside Isaiah Wilkins, and he flat out denied by the Duke defense. A huge block right there. I think it was Cam Reddish who denied him inside. Duke with the ball now. Passing around the perimeter. And now it goes into the hands of Trey Jones, passing to Reddish. RJ with the ball. Left wing three. RJ. No good. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound on the offensive end. Up and in right there. The three ball from the outside. Cam Reddish delivering 18 to 17. Averaging 17.1 points per game in the last 7 games for Cam Reddish. He got that three ball to go. 8:40 left to go in the first. Virginia Tech with the ball at the left baseline, and the ball pass tried to go underneath was Nikhil Alexander Walker to Ty Outlaw, and it went out of bounds. Not sure if it was touched by Duke or Virginia Tech, though. We'll see in a second when we get the screen back on here to see who will be inbounding the ball. So it looks like it's on the Hokies side of the court, so they'll inbound it, and Duke tips it out of bounds there. As that was Javin DeLaurier who just tipped the inbound pass. Then Nikhil Alexander Walker tried to pass in. So Virginia Tech will inbound the ball once again. The score is 18, Hokies 17, Duke. Pass inside, up and in. Kerry Blackshear underneath the basket. Hits it home for Virginia Tech with a 3-point lead, 20 to 17. Blackshear with 6 points right now, 3 for 5 from the field. Duke passing around the perimeter. Trey Jones kicks it back outside to RJ. And a foul called on Virginia Tech. It looks like their first charge foul of the game for the Hokies. So I'm going to update the score here in the chat. Thank you so much for joining me. It's 20 to 17, Virginia Tech out in the lead here with 8:18 left to go in the first. Duke gets the ball back, and it's Cam Reddish here with the ball, trying to take it inside. Inside the key, stripped of the ball, but his teammate gets it back. Jack White underneath the basket, up and in for Duke. 1-point game here, 20 to 19. Jack White with 4 points, 2 for 2 from the field currently for the Blue Devils. Virginia Tech, they take it past the timeline here. Alexander Walker dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. Now towards the left wing of the perimeter. Feeds the ball out. Right wing. Catch and shoot three. No good from the outside by Ty Outlaw. Rebounded here by Duke. Jack White has not made the past 25 three-point shots. Make it 26. He just missed that one from the left corner. Rebounded by Virginia Tech. 7:25 left to go in the first. Nikhil Alexander Walker takes it past the timeline here for the Hokies. Dribbles towards the left wing of the perimeter. Walker looking for somebody, and he does feed the ball off here. That's to Beatty. Beatty at the left side of the perimeter. Back into the hands of Walker. It's a Blackshear. Back to Beatty. Beatty trying to dribble baseline and kicks it back outside. Outlaw. 3 ball from the outside, and nothing but net. Outlaw from the pass right there to Alexander Walker, who hits it home. Left wing 3 goes down for Nikhil. 23 to 19. Virginia Tech is up in this one by 4. 6:48 left to go. Duke tried to take it inside, and it looks like we have a foul called on the play with 6:46 remaining in the first. And I'm going to update you guys with the score here. Yeah, Duke currently down 19 to 23 in this one. What's up, man? Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my video, as I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. So stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, getting you ready for the March Madness tournament, as we're less than a month away here. Virginia Tech currently out to that 4-point lead against Duke, 23 to 19 right now in this one. As we'll go through the box score as what's been going on in this game here. RJ Barrett has been held scoreless here, surprisingly. Coming off back-to-back 30-point games, Virginia Tech's doing an outstanding job here guarding him. And right now, RJ has been held scoreless in this game. Sorry, man, I cannot show the game, because if I do so, I'll get a copyright strike by YouTube, and then they'll take my video down, and then I get like a 30-day strike that they won't let me post any videos on my channel. Because I've seen that done a bunch of times with NFL games and stuff like that. If you show the game because there's a copyright infringement to it, and those people who show the games, they get their videos taken down because they're able to see that, yeah, it looks like when I show the game, it'll be like a influx of people who start watching it, and then YouTube will take notice. They'll shut down the stream and stuff like that, and then they'll start putting strikes on your channel. And once you hit 3 strikes, if you've shown like 3 copyrighted videos in a row, you get your whole channel shut down again. So that's the only reason why I can't do that. I've seen it done like a bunch of times where people show the game, but it only lasts for like 10 minutes, and then they get a copyright strike, the video goes down and stuff like that, and then they get that strike against YouTube. So it's copyrighted content. That's the reason why I can't do that. Sorry about that, but thank you so much for joining in. As right now, let's see. So Virginia Tech currently leading scorer right now, Ahmed Hill with 11 points at this point of the game. 6 points by Kerry Blackshear right now. 3 rebounds as well by Kerry Blackshear, coming off back-to-back games with double-doubles, 23 points and 13 rebounds against Virginia last Monday. And Kerry Blackshear again led the scoring, 22 points, 14 rebounds in the win against Notre Dame on Saturday. We're almost back to action here. Once we do, we have 6 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in the first. Virginia Tech with a 4-point lead. Getting ready to go back to action momentarily. Duke shooting the ball at 44% from the field. Virginia Tech shooting at 42% of the field. So it's a surprise that the Hokies shooting the ball just a tad less than Duke is up by 4 in this game right now. But Duke's also turned over the ball 4 times in this game so far. Virginia Tech's turned over the ball twice. So here we are getting ready to go back to action, as Duke will get the inbound here with 6 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They do pass the ball. It's RJ Barrett who gets it, left wing of the perimeter, as he passes the ball here to the right corner, trying to dribble inside with it. White kicks the ball back outside, and the ball kicked back outside. 3 ball from the top of the key. Cam Reddish knocks it down once again. 8 points by Reddish, 2 for 3 from the outside is 23 for Virginia Tech, 22 for Duke. Hokies now with the ball with 6:22 remaining in the first. Kerry Blackshear, left elbow of the perimeter, passes the ball here. Wabisa Beatty trying to dribble inside, kicks the ball back outside. Isaiah Wilkins passes it inside the Blackshear. Blackshear low post, and Kerry Blackshear right there try to back his way down inside the low post, and he gets fouled. Looks like Blackshear will be going, see if it was before the shot here. That's what the refs are discussing, or if it was a shooting foul. We'll see. We have 6 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the first. And it was a shooting foul here. So Kerry Blackshear at the line for 2 for the Hokies. If you're just joining us, the score is Virginia Tech 23, Duke 22. We have 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. First shot could not go down for Kerry Blackshear. I'm going to update the score here for the chat to let you guys know what the score is right now. Feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reaction all season long to college basketball games, keeping you in the know throughout the March Madness tournament. Kerry Blackshear's second shot from the line. That one rattles out as he couldn't hit both free throws, and it's still 23-22. Duke gets the rebound, and they take the ball past the timeline with Trey Jones. Jones now trying to look to pass it to somebody. Passes it here. Right wing of the perimeter to Cam Reddish. Reddish, he passes it off here. And that is to RJ, as that's a jumper inside the post, and no good on the jumper, but it looks like RJ Barrett was fouled on the play with 5:47 left to go in the first. So still 22-23. Duke down by 1 currently in this one. If you haven't done so at this moment, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing this play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. We're tied up at 23 now. RJ Barrett finally hits the shot from the free throw line. He gets his first point of the game with 5:47 left to go in the first. We're tied up at 23. Second shot, nothing but nets. Duke taking back the lead, 24-23 with 5:47 left to go in the first. Virginia Tech now with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Now it's to Ahmed Hill, who has the ball. Top of the key, passes the ball here. As Alexander-Walker feeds it inside, low post, Kerry Blackshear, up and in off the backboard by the Hokies. Inside the low post, backing his way down low, Kerry Blackshear got it to go. 25-24, Hokies up by 1. 5:20 left to go in the first. Duke with the ball. Right side of the perimeter, dribbling towards the top of the key here for Duke. And the pass by R.J. Barrett was kicked on the floor by Virginia Tech, so we'll try this again. Duke will get the inbounds in a couple seconds. So if you haven't done so at this moment, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. Getting back to action here. Duke with the inbound, up and in, off the glass, as Duke takes back the lead 26-25 with 5:05 left to go in the first. Cam Reddish gets the ball on the baseline inbounds, and he hit it up off the backboard right there. Duke up by 1. Nikhil Alexander-Walker with the ball, dribbling around the perimeter, takes the left elbow jumper, no good. Rebounded here by Duke, ripped away, and it's a huge rebound by RJ. He passes it off, right corner from the perimeter, back to the top of the key 3, no good. Off the top of the rim by RJ, rebounded here. Ahmed Hill with a burst of speed, 2-on-1 transition, up and in by Virginia Tech to take back the lead. Isaiah Wilkins lays it in, 27-26. 4:25 left to go in the first. The score is Virginia Tech 27, Duke 26. Duke with the ball now. Right wing of the perimeter, passes it here to the left wing. It's the Jack White who has it at the left side of the perimeter, and it was almost stolen on the pass intended for Trey Jones, and it was. Virginia Tech with a steal with numbers in transition, and we have a foul called on the play by Duke. Ahmed Hill tried to take it past the Duke defender. It was 1-on-1 on the fast break, and we do have a foul. So I'm going to update you guys with the chat here in the score, as Virginia Tech with a 1-point lead, 27-26 right there off the... Wow, what an effort on that steal that I just saw. 3:48 left to go. And Virginia Tech on the Duke foul will also go to the line to shoot 2. So I just updated the chat with the score right now, and it looks like Kerry Blackshear is checked out of the game for the Hokies. Actually, the refs say that they won't count the foul from the free throw line, as Virginia Tech just inbounded the ball, and the jumper went by Ty Outlaw, so he hits 2 down. It's 29-26 with 3:55 left to go. So Duke now with the ball, down by 3. Into the hands of Cam Reddish, passes off to Trey Jones, trying to take it inside. A feed inside, a two-handed jam by Duke. Let's see the result here. If the bucket counted, though, as bodies hit the floor, it looks like it was an offensive foul call by Duke, so the basket will not score. Wow. So I'm going to update the score here again with the chat. Duke is still down by 3 after the offensive foul was just called inside the low post. Trey Jones fed the ball down low, but Virginia Tech right there commits the charge, and the ball will go back to Duke, it looks like. I'm going to update the score here. 3:48 left to go. Still in the first. We'll go into the box score here to look at the scores right now. RJ Barrett's been held at 2 points currently in this game for Duke right now. Coming off those back-to-back 30-point games right now, he only has 2 points. Cam Reddish leading the way for the Blue Devils with 10 points right now. He's 2 for 3 from the outside, shooting the ball for Virginia Tech. Ahmed Hill, currently the leading scorer with 11 points right now. He is 4 for 4 from the free throw line, also 1 for 2 shooting the ball from the outside perimeter as well in this game. He's 3 for 5, actually. I was looking at Wabisa Beatty's stats. Yeah, Wabisa's the guy below him on the stat lines, 3 points. And Nikhil Alexander-Walker with 3 points as well. I'm going to get into some of the team stats here. Thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, and, of course, the March Madness tournament less than a month away, bringing you to the action for that one. As we're on a TV timeout, Virginia Tech is up 29-26 against Duke with 3 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the first half. Currently looking at the box score for this one. Duke shooting the ball 10 for 21 from the field at this point in the game. Virginia Tech is 11 for 23 shooting. Duke is out-rebounding Virginia Tech at this moment in the game, 13-11. As we look to a couple of other team stats here, Duke's turned over the ball. Yeah, they've turned it over 5 times. Virginia Tech's only turned it over twice so far in this game. So a couple of turnovers more by the Blue Devils compared to Virginia Tech right now in this one. We're almost getting ready. Back to action momentarily here. We're going to look at the college basketball scoreboard. Not that much top 25 action going on in the early stages today. Number 22, Iowa, is up with about 2.5 remaining before halftime against Ohio State. It's 31-30. Hawkeyes up by 1 in that game right now. I'm going to get you back to action momentarily. Virginia Tech against Duke. If you haven't done so yet, feel free to like my videos, sub to my channel if you wish, and if you like college basketball, I'll be bringing you all the action all season long, the college basketball games, keeping you in the know throughout the season, and of course the March Madness tournament, so stay tuned for that. Pretty good game so far. Close game by both of these teams. Virginia Tech's been out in front throughout the majority of this one, surprisingly, behind Ahmed Hill's 11 points from the field as well. So I'm going to see what these stats are. Ahmed Hill averaging 13 points per game. Yeah, he's averaging 13 points per game for Virginia Tech. Right now he's currently sitting at 11 points so far. 3-point shooting for Duke. They're 4 for 10 from the field right now. Virginia Tech's 3 for 10 shooting the ball from the outside. So we're going to get back to action here. Looks like Duke has the ball. Catch and shoot, and it hits. Baseline jumper right there. Deep 2 from the left side goes down for Cam Reddish, leading the scoring with 12 points. Duke down by 1 right now, 29-28. Virginia Tech with the ball. They take it past the timeline. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with it. Dribbles past the defender, trying to go down low. Kicks the ball back to Outlaw. 3-pointer hits it from the right corner. Ty Outlaw. 32-28. Ty Outlaw right now currently ranks 3rd in the ACC in 3-point shots and shooting percentage, averaging 46.2% from the field. Virginia Tech with a steal off Duke, and they lay it up and in. Nickeil Alexander-Walker getting it to go. 34-28. Duke on the other side. Ouch. Marquise Bolden was wide open, tried to slam it down, and he got denied from the back, and he hit the hardwood hard on his back right there. So lots of scoring going on in the past few seconds here as Virginia Tech's just taken off right now. Duke with 28, and Virginia Tech with the past 2 buckets as well with 34. Courtesy of Ty Outlaw's 3-pointer. 3:04 left to go in the first. So that was a big steal by Virginia Tech to go the distance, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker laid it in. And then the shot before that, Ty Outlaw was just completely unguarded at the right corner of the perimeter, and he knocked down the 3-point shot. So right now, we have an official review on the play here. As Duke was trying to drive to the basket. Marquise Bolden tried to slam it down with 2 hands, and he got hit from the back here by Outlaw, and Black Shear was in there on his back, and he went down to the hardwood really hard. So the refs are trying to discuss what the flagrant foul was. Looks like Ty Outlaw gets called for a flagrant 1, so Duke will go to the line to shoot some shots here. 3 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in the first. And at the free throw line will go Marquise Bolden, shooting the ball at 68% from the line. Here's his first shot from the free throw line, and he hits it. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. Virginia Tech 34, Duke 29. Bolden at the free throw line for his second shot. Nails it. 34-30 off the flagrant 1. Called by Ty Outlaw of Virginia Tech. And Duke as well, with those 2 free throw shots that they made in. They'll also get the ball back here on the rebound, inbound here. So they do. They pass the ball here at the top of the key. Cam Reddish passes it off. Trey Jones with the ball here at the Virginia Tech logo. Duke down by 4. 2:55 left to go in the first. Duke with the ball. Right side of the perimeter. The feed inside. trying to go up for the basket, and there's a foul called, and it looks like Bolden going back to the line here for 2 more. With 2:49 left to go. Going to update the chat here with the latest score. Duke 30, Virginia Tech 34. As Marquise Bolden will go back to the line to shoot 2 more here from the charity stripe. He's a 68% free throw shooter from the line. Bolden hits it. Now a perfect 3 for 3 in the last 15 seconds of this game shooting free throws. This Duke's been drawing closer. They're only down by 3 right now. Marquise Bolden with 5 points. 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Here's his second shot out of this possession at the charity stripe. And it goes in, courtesy of the rim right there. Hit the bottom part of the rim, went to the back, and it went into the net. 34-32, Virginia Tech up by 2. With a ball dribbling right wing of the perimeter, now to the top of the key. Ahmed Hill passes off. Isaiah Wilkins passes it to Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Goes back to Wilkins. Top of the key here for Wilkins. Feet inside, and the ball goes out of bounds. As that one should have gone in the hands of P.J. Horn of Virginia Tech, and he let the ball hit the baseline and go out of bounds. Turnover by the Hokies. Ball goes back to Duke. With 2:25 left to go in the first. Duke with the ball right side of the perimeter. Trying to dribble inside. Kicks it back outside to Cam Reddish. Feeds it off. Left wing 3. RJ no good. Fight for the rebound. Offensive rebound by Duke underneath the basket. They kick the ball back outside to RJ. RJ here at the left elbow with the ball dribbling. Passes it off. Cam Reddish at the left side of the perimeter with the ball now. Trying to dribble baseline, and Cam Reddish loses control of the ball, and it goes out of bounds by Duke. And it'll go back to Virginia Tech here with 2:03 left to go in the first. So Virginia Tech will get the ball back with Ahmed Hill, who takes it past the timeline. Dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter here for Hill. Hill passes it off. Blackshear at the right wing of the perimeter, behind the arc, looking for somebody who's open, and kicks it back outside to Beatty. Beatty dribbles towards the right side of the perimeter now to Blackshear. Blackshear trying to go inside. Oh, what a rejection by Duke. We do have a foul called on that block, though. Huge rejection, big time error by Javin Delorier. He does get called with a shooting foul, so it looks like Blackshear will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Hokies. I'm going to update the score here. Once again, it's 32 Duke, 34 Virginia Tech, with 1:39 remaining. First shot from the line goes down for Blackshear. (35-32). Blackshear with his second shot at the line. He's a 73% free throw shooter, and knocks that one down as well. 36-32, 10 points for Kerry Blackshear. Virginia Tech up by 4. Duke with the ball. Trey Jones as he takes it past the logo here. Trey Jones passes it left side of the perimeter to RJ. RJ dribbling to the top of the key. RJ dribbling left side, and a jumper as he feeds the ball to the free throw circle. Jumper no good by Bolden. Rebounded by Virginia Tech. They take it in transitions. Nikhil Alexander-Walker trying to go inside. Kicks the ball back outside. Left corner 3. No good. Air ball by Wilkins, and we have a foul called. P.J. Horn got the offensive rebound. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 as he tried to lay it up and in right there on the rebound, but he got fouled, so he'll go to the line. If you haven't done so yet, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so don't miss a beat here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. First shot from the line by P.J. Horn was a miss for Virginia Tech. We have 1:07 remaining. Hokies up by 4. Horn is shooting the ball at 75% from the free throw line this season. Second shot is good. 5-point lead by the Hokies. 37-32. Duke gets the inbound here. Trey Jones now takes it past the timeline. He passes the ball. Javin Delorier with it. Right elbow. He passes it off. Now they're passing around the perimeter. Back to Jones. Top of the key here. Dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. Trey Jones. Still dribbling with the ball, trying to take it inside. Kicks it back outside. Jack White, left corner three. No good. He's 0 for 27. Shooting three-pointers right now. Hasn't hit a shot in his last 27 three-point attempts. Rebounded by Virginia Tech. And those 27 missed three-point shots have been in the past 11 straight games. Timeout here called by Buzz Williams of the Hokies with 33.2 seconds remaining. I'm going to update the chat here once again with a score. Duke with 32, Virginia Tech with 37. If you haven't done so at this moment, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We're almost getting ready to go back to action once again off the timeout. We do have 33.2 seconds left to go in the first. A 5-point lead by the Hokies right now. Duke is the only team that's been unbeaten on the road this season. Virginia Tech trying to spoil that. 27 seconds left to go. Virginia Tech gets the ball on the inbound to Keel with the ball, and he passes it, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover by the Hokies. That one intended for Blackshear towards the left elbow inside the 3-point line right there for a deep two. But no, that ball went towards the left corner of the perimeter, and it bounced out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover back to Duke with 21.6 seconds remaining. Duke will get the inbound here. See if they can get the last bucket before the half. Duke takes it past the timeline at the right side of the perimeter with RJ. RJ with 8 seconds left, dribbling towards the left wing of the perimeter. RJ trying to take it inside between a group of defenders, up and in, into the basket. He weaved his way in there past 4 white jerseys, and as time expires, Duke with RJ Barrett hits a shot right in off the backboard to draw this game a little closer before the half. It's Duke 34, Virginia Tech 37 at halftime. If you haven't done so at this moment, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, keeping you in the know as we got the March Madness tournament just a month away. So I'll be getting you guys going for that one momentarily. Got more college basketball games coming on Saturday. Hopefully, Tennessee against Kentucky in one of the games as well. North Carolina plays Clemson as well. That's the other orange team. Duke did play Syracuse in their last game, coming off that W at the Carrier Dome with a 10-point victory, 75-65. RJ Barrett has had those back-to-back 30-point or more scoring games in the past 2 games. Led the team with 30 points against Syracuse, went 14 for 20 shooting from the field. But right now at half, RJ Barrett did get the last bucket before halftime, but right now he's only been held to 4 points at the half. So right now we're at halftime. I'll go through the box score. We'll look into some of the team stats, and we're also looking at college basketball as well, see what the other scores are looking like in right now for the top 25 teams inside the AP Top 25. And also I'll go through the ACC records as well. We'll look to the ACC conference picture. But right now we're at the half. Virginia Tech 37, Duke 34. If you haven't done so yet already, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games and, of course, the March Madness tournament. So stay in the know here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So let's see. I'm just going to go over the box score here since we're starting the half right now. Leading the way for Duke is Cam Reddish with 12 points in this one, coming off that 27-point game against North Carolina last Wednesday. Right now, Cam leading his team with 12 points at the half. Let's see what else is going on. RJ Barrett currently with 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He only has 4 points. He did get the last bucket up and in before halftime. He's 2 for 2 shooting from the charity stripe right now. He just hit his first shot from the field. Right now, he's shooting 1 for 7 from the floor. We look to those leading scorers for the Virginia Tech Hokies, already with 2 players in double-digit points. Ahmed Hill with 11 points right now for Virginia Tech. Also has 3 rebounds, 2 assists as well. A perfect 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, and also knocking down a 3-point shot, 3 for 5 from the field at halftime. Kerry Blackshear with 10 points right now for Virginia Tech. He has 3 rebounds to add along with that. The past 2 games for Blackshear, he's had a double-double in both of those games. Against Virginia, 23 points, 13 rebounds. The last game against Notre Dame, Blackshear had 22 points, 14 rebounds. So that's the box score for both of the teams right now, and we'll go into some of the team stats for both of these sides. Virginia Tech shooting at 13 for 26 from the field. That's good for 50% shot conversion from the field right now. Duke shooting the ball at 12 for 26 from the field. That's only good for about 46% shots converted from the field. Both of the teams shooting the ball. They've converted on 4 3-pointers out of 12. Both Duke and Virginia Tech at halftime. That's good for only 33% shooting from the field from 3-point range. However, Virginia Tech coming in dead last in rebounds right now in the ACC. They only average about per game around 32, just above 32 rebounds per game. Right now, they're staying there with Duke. They have 14 rebounds. Duke currently in a dead heat, even with them also with 14 rebounds at this point. Pretty much an even dead heat between both of these teams. In assists as well, 7 assists even by both of these squads going into the halftime tunnel. 2 blocks by Duke so far in this one. Virginia Tech with 0. 7 turnovers by the Blue Devils compared to 4 turnovers right now by the Hokies. So that's some of the team stats here. At halftime, we'll go over the ACC conference picture here. So a 3-way tie up at the top. Virginia, Duke, and North Carolina all at 12 and 2 right now. Tied for first in the ACC off of that Duke loss against UNC, which made it a three-way tie right there. As we look to Virginia Tech, they are tied for 4th right now, right behind them. Tied with Florida State at 10 and 5 in the conference. So Duke tied for first with Virginia and North Carolina, and Virginia Tech's tied with Florida State. Behind them is Syracuse and Louisville, who look like they'll be going into the March Madness tournament. After that, North Carolina State, currently one of those teams that should be in the tournament with a 9 and 6 record in the conference, but Clemson is the team on the bubble right now. They have a big game coming up on Saturday against North Carolina, as Clemson right now is under 500 in ACC play. They're 6 and 8. They're currently on the bubble at this point. Other than that, there's the bottom of the conference, ACC, where all those teams are basically out unless they somehow win that ACC tournament. That's Boston College, Miami, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, Notre Dame, and Pittsburgh. We're going to look to some of the scores here in college basketball with top 25 games. If you haven't done so at this moment, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so don't miss a beat here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So right now, another one of those teams on the bubble inside the Big Ten is Ohio State, with the 2 Wesson brothers, Caleb Wesson and Andre Wesson. Right now, they have a record of 17 and 10 overall. They're 7 and 9 in the Big Ten, so they're below 500. But currently, they have not won a game against the AP Top 25 this season. I think they're like 0 and 5 against AP Top 25 teams this season. They're playing another one tonight. That's the number 22 Iowa Hawkeyes. Right now, Ohio State has a 3-point lead at the half in Columbus at home, 36-33 against Iowa. So in order to stay in that bubble picture, this is a huge game for Ohio State to get the W in that one. We look to other action here. A spoiler in the MAC trying to spoil Buffalo to put them with their 4th loss this season. Right now, with a 1-point lead at the half, is the Akron Zips. 15 and 12 overall, 7 and 7 in the MAC. And currently, they're leading the number 21 Buffalo Bulls 36-35. We look to other top 25 games that will be going down later tonight, as it looks like Arkansas currently with a 14-13 record, 5-9 in SEC play, will be taking on the number 4 team in the nation, the Kentucky Wildcats. He's 23-4, 12-2 in the SEC. Kentucky hosting Arkansas tonight at Rupp Arena. Syracuse trying to get back on track and looking to get back to their winning ways as they're traveling to that Dean Smith Center to take on the red hot number 5 North Carolina Tar Heels. That game tips in about an hour. North Carolina, of course, coming off that big win against Duke last Wednesday. UNC right now in a three-way tie between Duke and Virginia at top of the ACC. All three of those teams are 12-2. So UNC plays Syracuse later tonight. Tip off in about an hour in that one. Other games going on in college basketball between top 25 teams. Number 13 LSU hosting Texas A&M in that game tonight as LSU beat Tennessee on Saturday as that game was tied up with 0.8 seconds remaining, and then Tennessee followed LSU, sending them to the line, and LSU hit both free throws to win that game against Tennessee. Right now, LSU is ranked 13th in the nation, 22-5 overall, 12-2 in the SEC, and they host Texas A&M later today. And remember when Indiana was in the top 25 about a month ago? Well, right now they have a 13-14 record. They also went on a gigantic losing streak. The only team that they've beat in about a month has been a shocker to win at East Lansing against Michigan State, who stunned Michigan at home as well on Sunday. This time around in Bloomington, Indiana will be hosting number 19 Wisconsin. Wisconsin right now sitting pretty much firmly in the top 25, led by Ethan Happ, who's averaging a double-double with points per game and also rebounds, as well as Wisconsin has a 19-8 record, 11-5 currently in the Big Ten. If you haven't done so at this moment, feel free to like my videos, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, keeping you in the know throughout this college basketball season, taking you through the March Madness tournament as well. We're currently at halftime between Virginia Tech and Duke. The score is Virginia Tech 37, Duke 34. The surprising stat in this game has been R.J. Barrett, who has only scored one bucket, and it was right before the halftime horn. He only has 4 points. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and R.J. has 4 points currently in this game. Coming off those back-to-back 30-point or more performance games, he had 33 points against North Carolina last Wednesday and 13 rebounds as well in that game. And then kept it up against Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. The 75-65 victory for Duke on Saturday. R.J. Barrett chipping in another 30 points. He shot the ball 14 for 20 from the field. But tonight, he's been struggling. 0 for 5 shooting the ball from the outside. 1 for 7 right now shooting the ball from the floor. This is a different stat from when he started out that game against Virginia, the last win against Virginia for Duke, where they beat them. That was at Charlottesville. They beat them 81-71 against the Cavaliers. That game, R.J. Barrett started out a red-hot 5 for 5 shooting the ball from three-point range in that game against number 2 Virginia a few weeks ago. But tonight's been a different case. He only has 4 points right now. As this Virginia Tech defense, credited with their size that they've given, that they've been able to stop this Duke offense. But right now, Virginia Tech up 37-34 at the half. So Virginia Tech, a really, really small basketball team. They don't have much size in their lineup at all. The only player that's taller than 6'6" or taller on this roster is Kerry Blackshear, who is 6'10". Other than that, the rest of the players in this lineup are either 6'6" or smaller down the line for Virginia Tech. They're dead last in the ACC in rebounds per game. They only average 32.6 rebounds per game. The number 1 team in the ACC right now is North Carolina, led by Luke May, who averages just below 43 rebounds per game. And out of rebounding in the nation, Virginia Tech is currently ranked 312th in the nation out of 351 NCAA Division I men's basketball teams in rebounding the ball this season. But surprisingly, at halftime, they've been able to stick with Duke, and it's currently a dead heat, 14-14 in the rebounding game here at the half. So that's been a shocker for this one. We look to Virginia Tech. What they do well right now, they're ninth in all of college basketball and fewest points allowed to an opponent. They only allow just above 61 points to their opponents this season. Of course, there was that game back in late January where they played against North Carolina State. It was a very, very ugly game shooting from the field. The final score was 47-24. Those 24 points scored by North Carolina State were the lowest points that's been scored since the shot clock was instituted in college basketball back in 1985. That's absolutely crazy. So this Virginia Tech team, with even the small size on them to hold teams like North Carolina State to 24 points that game as they shot the ball like 16% from the field. That's just incredible for being small in size and able to do that. But what Virginia Tech does really well is that they shoot the three ball, and they're almost as good as any team in the nation right now. They're fifth in all of college basketball in three-point shooting percentage as they shoot the ball just above 40% from the three-point line. What else does Virginia Tech do well? Well, they almost do this as good as Duke. They're second in the ACC behind Duke in shooting percentages. Virginia Tech shoots the ball at about 47.8% from the floor. Duke's shooting the ball just around a tad above, around 48% from the floor. We look to the Duke Blue Devils here at the half. We see what they do well. Scoring offense is one thing that Duke's thrived in all season long. They average 85.5 points per game. That is fifth right now in college basketball. The number one team right now in scoring points per game, that's Gonzaga. Gonzaga averages just below 91 points per game. Well, what Duke does best out of any team right now in the nation is block shots. They already have 2 blocks at halftime tonight. They could use a lot more, definitely, if Zion was in this game. That would definitely help them out with blocking down in the low post. But Duke is currently first in all of college basketball in total blocks. They have 194 total blocks this season. They average 7.2 blocks per game. The number 2 team in blocks per game they just average around 6 blocks per game. Is the Washington Huskies, led by the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, Matisse Thybulle. What other things Duke does well? Well, they're third right now in all college basketball in steals per game. They average just above 10 steals per game. Also, fourth right now in all college basketball, just below 14 offensive rebounds per game, which makes them fourth in all college basketball in offensive rebounds per game. Still at halftime here between Virginia Tech and Duke. Hokies with a surprising 37-34 lead at the half, but we've seen Duke trail a couple times before halftime, and they've never failed to impress in the second half. One of those games was against Boston College, where they were losing at 2 at the half. In the second half, they just went off and exploded, and they crushed BC in that second half. Of course, the game against Louisville, that is a game for the ages, came back as they were behind 23 points with 9 minutes remaining against Louisville a few weeks ago and won that one as well. So Louisville is one of those teams that was also in the top 25, and since they've been playing these really close games and then losing games as well, they've dropped back, and now they're completely out of the top 25. We've seen a couple of new teams inside the top 25 this week. Welcome back to the top 25, the Cincinnati Bearcats once again. Washington getting a taste of the top 25 for the first time this season at number 25 right now, as the Pac-12 hasn't been strong at all this season, but the team to watch out for would definitely be the Washington Huskies, as they play one of the best they're one of the best defensive teams right now in the nation, and right behind Duke in blocking shots, led by Matisse Thybulle, Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year right now, top 5 in blocks in the nation. And welcome to the top 25, mid-major from the Southern Conference, the Wofford Terriers. He's just on an absolute tear right now on a huge winning streak. And they're, I think, perfect. I think they're like 16-0 in the Southern Conference, and that's a tough conference as a mid-major. They have, I think, 4 teams with either 7 points or less in that conference. So we're almost back to action here. Virginia Tech and Duke getting you ready for the second half. R.J. Barrett, 33 points against UNC, 30 points against Syracuse. Tonight, only 4 points at the half. 1 for 7 shooting. We'll see what what he'll do in the second half. We're back to action here. Duke with a ball in the inbound. It's Trey Jones who takes it past the timeline here for the Blue Devils. Passes the ball out, right wing of the perimeter to Barrett. Barrett trying to take it in the key, up and in. Circles around the basket, and it's good. Duke is 6-2 this season when trailing at halftime, as seen by a couple of those games. They beat Louisville, a 23-point comeback with 9 minutes remaining in that game. They were also down by 2 points against BC, came back and destroyed them. Here we are again. 37-36, Virginia Tech with the ball, trying to go inside, low post, floater up and in right there with a right hand. Kerry Blackshear getting it to go for the Hokies. 19-12 remaining, Blackshear with 12 points. Trey Jones takes it past the timeline for Duke. Down by 3 when 19:05 left to go. Jumper inside at the free throw circle, no good. It rattled out. And Virginia Tech gets the rebound here. Hokies at the top of the key with Nikhil Alexander Walker. Dribbling now. Trying to go inside is Walker. Kicks it back outside. Right corner. 3, but there is a foul called on the play. So we have a stoppage in time here since there was the first foul on the play. 18:51 left to go. Duke did pick up the foul. Catch and shoot on the inbound. Left corner 3. No good by Ahmed Hill. Fight for the rebound, and it looks like another foul is picked up. And this time it's a foul by Virginia Tech, I believe, on the rebounding foul right there. So the ball will go back to Duke. Yep, so yeah, Virginia Tech just picked up the rebound. All right, foul there. So the score is 36 for Duke and Virginia Tech 39. Duke will get the ball here back on the inbound with 18:40 left to go. Just updated the score here with a chat. The feed down low, it goes back inside and they pass outside. So Duke with the ball into the hands of RJ at the top of the key, trying to dribble towards the left side of the perimeter. Is RJ Barrett with 5 on the shot clock. Feeds the ball, left corner 3. Trey Jones, no good. Fight for the rebound. Body's on the ground. The Blackshear's on the ground, and it looks like a Duke player had it in his hands, but it's a tie-up between Blackshear and Javin DeLaurier. And the ball goes possession arrow to the Hokies with 18:14 left to go in the second. So Virginia Tech's up by 3 right now, 39-36. They'll get the inbound as the ball's passed to Nikhil Alexander Walker. He takes it past the timeline here. Walker with 18:05 left to go in regulation. Dribbles the ball towards the left side of the perimeter. Tries to take it to the right side now. Walker feeds it inside the Blackshear. Blackshear, and Carey gets fouled, and it'll go to the line for 2. So Duke with 2 fouls to start off the second half. The score is Virginia Tech 39, Duke 36. Kerry Blackshear at the line, shooting 2 for Duke. He's Virginia Tech. He's a 73% free throw shooter. First shot from the line goes down for Blackshear. 40-36 Hokies. 17:58 left to go. Blackshear with his second shot at the line. Hits it as well. 41-36. Up by 5 for the Hokies. Duke now with the ball. Top of the key with RJ. RJ passes the ball to Trey Jones. Trying to take it inside. Kicks the ball back outside. Reddish feeds it now. Underneath the basket. Went in. It's a missed shot by Bolden, but he gets fouled, and Marquise Bolden on the foul with 17:38 left to go in the second, as he'll be shooting 2 from the free throw line here. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games bringing you in through the March Madness tournament. Less than a month away. First shot from the free throw line, and it goes down by McQuiz Bolden. Bolden is shooting the ball at 68% from the charity stripe this season. A perfect 5 for 5 today. And make it 6 for 6 from the free throw line. 38-41 with 17:35 left to go in regulation. Virginia Tech up by 3. And they have the ball, and it's almost stolen away by Duke, but Virginia Tech gets it back. They do. They pass it to the top of the key. Blackshear feeds it back outside. Trying to dribble inside. They kick it back outside to Walker. Nikhil Alexander Walker setting up the offense. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Deep three. No good. It's the top of the iron, and Duke with a rebound. They take it past the timeline, right side of the timeline with Cam Reddish. Passes the ball off here to RJ Barrett at the right wing. Trying to dribble baseline down low. Floats up a shot. Up and in by RJ. 41-40. That did not look like it would be an easy shot for RJ Barrett. Floated it up at the baseline and got it into the net. 1 point game. Hokies up with 16:42 left to go, and the ball just thrown right out of bounds on the pass. So a turnover by Virginia Tech, and the ball is going back to Duke. So I'm going to update the score once again with a chat here. 16:41 left to go in regulation. Virginia Tech 41, Duke 40, and Duke now gets the ball back here in the inbound after the Hokies turnover. They're passing around the perimeter, left wing here of the perimeter. With it, Reddish feeds the ball off to Barrett, passes it here. Jack White at the right wing behind the three-point line, passes it off to Trey Jones. Lob pass inside, backing his way in there. Bolden up and in into the basket by Duke, taking back the lead. Marquez Bolden with 10 points, and he's 2 for 3 from the field. 42 Duke, 41 Virginia Tech. 16:05 left to go in this game. Ahmed Hill passes the ball to Nikhil Alexander Walker. Top of the key, passes the ball. Left wing 3, Hill. Nothing but net from the outside. Taking back the leads, the Hokies. Ahmed Hill dialing up the 3 ball. 14 points tonight for Hill. 44 Virginia Tech, 42 Duke with 15:45 left to go. Duke now with the ball, left wing of the perimeter with it. This is RJ. He backs it out towards the Virginia Tech logo. RJ dribbling left side of the perimeter. RJ passes it off. Trey Jones back to Jack White. Right corner 3, no good. Hits the top of the iron. Jack White has not hit a 3-point shot in his last 28 attempts. Virginia Tech with a rebound. As Nikhil Alexander Walker has it in his hands. Dribbling around the perimeter, trying to take it inside. Kicks it back outside on Ahmed Hill. Left wing 3, no good. Rebounded by Duke. Duke with the ball down by 2. 15:08 remaining. Trying to take it inside. Cam Reddish with a huge push off. With 15:06 remaining and a foul called on the play. As I'm going to update the chat here for you guys. Wow, what a game right now. Duke 42, Virginia Tech 44. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos. Share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. But right now, a pretty good game. Both of these teams trading off 3-point shots. We're on a TV timeout with 15:06 left to go in the second. Virginia Tech 44, Duke 42. We'll be back in just a moment here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So going into the last thing, yeah, so Cam Reddish was trying to dribble inside. Looks like the foul was actually called on Nikhil Alexander Walker of Virginia Tech, as it looked like Cam might have appeared to push off, but Walker was also guarding him close, and Walker tried to take the charge but couldn't get it. So when we get back, Duke will get the ball down by 2 right now with 15:06 remaining. So I'll be back momentarily after the TV commercial break here. If you haven't done so already, you're welcome to like my videos and share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing this all season long, play-by-play live reactions of college basketball, taking you through the March Madness tournament as well. Looking at the box score here, Cam Reddish leading the way with 12 points for Duke and 4 rebounds as well. RJ Barrett finally coming alive, 8 points right now, as he only had 4 at the half. RJ doubling it right now with 8 points. in this game, trying to look for another double-digit scoring. Just needs one more basket inside, and he has 10 points. RJ, in every single one of his games this season, he has double-digit points for Duke. For Virginia Tech, the leading scorer is a tie between two players right now. Kerry Blackshear with 14 points currently in this one, and 4 rebounds as well to go along with his total. Kerry coming off those 2 back-to-back double digit point games as well. And also he had double doubles in those 2 games, the game against Virginia and then the last game against Notre Dame. Ahmed Hill tied in the scoring right now with Blackshear with 14 points for the Hokies currently in this one. So right now we're on a commercial break. Feel free to let me know in the chat who you're rooting for as well. If you're a Duke fan, if you're a Virginia Tech fan, or if you're just here to enjoy the college basketball entertainment. If you're just a regular college basketball fan, feel free to let me know that in the chat below. And you're welcome to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. And, of course, don't forget about the March Madness tournament, less than a month away. I'll have you covered in that one. Great game so far. It's been back and forth the past few minutes, trading 3-point shots off here. Virginia Tech and Duke. Duke finally taking back the lead a couple of moments ago. And then Virginia Tech with Ahmed Hill nailed a 3 ball from the outside to get the lead right back. So this is what it would look like if the season ended today. We're almost back to action here, but Duke will be the number 1 seed in the ACC tournament. North Carolina will be the 2. Virginia will be the 3, but still a lot of sorting out to do. Duke here with an inbound and a foul called. Blocking foul called by Virginia Tech. So Duke shooting 2 here from the free throw line. If you're just joining us, Duke is down by 2, 42-44 with 15 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the second half. Virginia Tech just got called on their 4th foul of the second half. Duke's only fouled twice. So at the free throw line, shooting 2 is Javin Delorier, and he hits his first one for the Blue Devils. A perfect 9 for 9 from the field, shooting from the free throw line right now for the Duke Blue Devils tonight. Trying to make it 10 for 10, and no, he doesn't. As the ball rattles out, it looked like it was going to go in just a minute ago. Oh, wow, thank you so much, man. That's incredible. So, wow, I'm reaching out to the UK. That's incredible. Thank you so much. I appreciate it for joining me in here. So, Duke back at the free throw line. There was a lane violation called on that, so he gets another chance to shoot. He missed that free throw. So, the score right now is Virginia Tech 44, Duke 43. The Hokies now with the ball, dribbling around the perimeter. This is Nickeil Alexander-Walker dribbling at the right wing here of the perimeter. And there's a foul called. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, keeping you up to date with college basketball. And I'll be doing this, of course, into the March Madness tournament, less than a month away. 14:48 left to go on the Duke foul here. Virginia Tech will inbound the ball, as they have it at the right side of the perimeter. Nickeil Alexander-Walker backing his way towards the right wing of the perimeter, guarded by Trey Jones. He passes the ball all the way to the left corner, trying to take it inside. BD in, no good off the glass. Offensive rebound by Blackshear. And we have a foul called by Duke, so it looks like Virginia Tech will be shooting 2 from the line once again with 14.5 left to go. As we thank you so much for joining me into this video right now. Duke is down by 1. 43-44 with 14.5 minutes remaining. Kerry Blackshear shooting 2 at the line for the Hokies. Here's his first shot. And nothing but net on it. Hits it. 45-43. Hokies up by 2. Kerry Blackshear will get a second shot here from the free throw line. I'm updating the score down below. If you haven't done so already, you're welcome to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel as well if you wish. I'll be doing this all season long, play-by-play and live reactions of college basketball games and, of course, the March Madness tournament. And I think I should be doing the Duke-North Carolina game at the, I think it's the, March 9th. I should be doing that Saturday, March 9th at 6 p.m. So Virginia Tech with Blackshear hit both free throws as they're up now 46-43. 14-18 left to go. Duke with the ball. Left wing of the perimeter, and there's been a lot of fouls called in the past few minutes as we just had another foul called, and it's an offensive one by Duke. Looked like a push-off maybe on a screenplay right there as Duke was just dribbling the ball, and they weren't even guarded or anything. They didn't take the ball inside or anything. So it looked like a little push-off inside trying to get open, so the ball goes back to Virginia Tech. So a couple minutes ago, Duke only had 2 fouls. Now they have 5. Virginia Tech stuck at 4 fouls as a team in the second half. So the Hokies now get the ball back on the inbound. We're under 14 minutes left to play. Nikhil Alexander-Walker feeds the ball off, trying to dribble baseline with it. And underneath the basket is Wabisa Beatty, who again gets fouled. And Beatty will be shooting 2 at the line. So Duke has picked up 4 fouls as a team in the past, I'd say, I think like 2 minutes in regulation in this game. So we have 13:50 remaining. Back at the line goes the Hokies. First shot, and he hits it by Wabisa Beatty from the free throw line here. 47-43, Hokies up by 4. Second shot, hits that one as well. 48-43, up by 5, once again for Virginia Tech. As Duke now has the ball back here on the inbound as Trey Jones taking it past the right side of the timeline. At the top of the key here for Jones with 16 on the shot clock, 13:35 left on the game clock. Passing the ball left wing to Reddish. Left corner 3 from the outside. Circles around the rim. No good by Trey Jones. Rebounded here by Virginia Tech. Up by 5 with 13:22 remaining. Trying to go inside, looking for somebody. Beatty feeds it back outside to Ty Outlaw. Trying to move the ball, goes inside, passes it around the perimeter. 3 ball, no good from the outside by Beatty of the Hokies. Rebounded by Duke. Going the other way, Cam Reddish trying to push the tempo, and offensive foul called by Cam Reddish, trying to dribble inside between defenders. And no, this is not good for Duke. Cam Reddish is on the ground as well, looking a little hurt. Yikes. Cam Reddish, but he does get up on that play. Cam trying to weave in and out between defenders. Ty Outlaw on the replay takes the charge for Virginia Tech, so the ball goes back to the Hokies. Cam also landing right on his back, and it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for Duke at all. Zion out right now with that grade 1 right knee sprain that he suffered 36 seconds against North Carolina. Here we are once again as Cam Reddish just got hurt. Looks like his lower back. Oh, thanks so much, man. Yeah, I'm going to update you guys with the score right here as we're on another TV timeout. So this is not good if you're a Duke Blue Devils fan. It just looked like Cam Reddish just went off to the bench as he tried to dribble inside, weaving in and past defenders, trying to lay it in, and then Virginia Tech with Ty Outlaw took the charge. Yeah, yeah, I like a ton of basketball teams, but I've been following Duke a lot in the past couple of years. But yeah, always been a solid team, of course. One of the best programs in all college basketball for sure. They have an incredible head coach. He's like the Bill Belichick of college basketball, Coach K. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, coming into this game, I thought that Duke would definitely knock off Virginia Tech in this game. Virginia Tech doesn't have much size on the court at all, but I'm surprised here. Virginia Tech currently in this game up by 5 right now. I know that Duke doesn't have Zion or anything, but what Virginia Tech's game plan has been, taking out RJ Barrett throughout this game, shooting the ball. RJ's been held to 8 points currently in this one, so this has just been insane what Virginia Tech's been doing. This has been a shock to me as well. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe to my channel. I've been doing play-by-play and live reaction. I'll be doing this all season long, the college basketball game, so keep it here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yeah, they've played a really, really easy conference schedule so far. They haven't really played like much of the top teams in their conference at all. They play Miami twice for Virginia Tech, and they've played most of the easier teams that they've got it basically said and done. They've played Virginia twice, but they got pretty much beat against Virginia both of the times. The first time they played Virginia, they got crushed at Charlottesville. The second time, last Monday when they played them, they lost that game 64-58, but it didn't really seem like Virginia Tech was into that game throughout that much of that game. Virginia coming into this season, I think they're allowing opponents to only shoot like not a great shooting percentage at all. I think they're like top 5 in the nation guarding opponents from like shooting percentage from the floor. But right now, like Virginia Tech heading into this game, they're ranked 5th in the nation in three-point shooting percentage, but they only shot the ball from the field in that game 10.7% in the loss against Virginia. So we're almost back to action here. We're going to see, hopefully, about that injury by Cam Reddish. As, yeah, it looks like he's on the bench next to Zion. So that's not good at all, as that's another top 5 NBA draft pick right there. And he's right now on the bench. So last play, Cam Reddish went down, and it looked like he hurt his back, and we're back to action here. Duke just got the rebound on the defensive side. So R.J. Barrett passes the ball off, trying to kick it back outside. Floater up top, and it's no good. Offensive rebound by Duke, and a foul called by the Hokies. Looks like Duke's shooting 2 at the line. Gonna update you guys with a score once again. If you like college basketball, feel free to like my videos and share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I started this out like about a month ago or so, and I've been like super surprised at like how well this channel has been doing right now. So we have 12:41 left to go in the second. Duke's at the free throw line. First shot goes. 48-44. Javin DeLauria are checking out of the game right now. Yep, I'm going to do that in a second. So 45-44. Duke hitting both of their shots from the line. So it's only a 3-point game right now. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Javin DeLauria, number 12 for Duke. The junior from Shipman, Virginia, just checked out of the game on the bench. Virginia Tech trying to go coast to coast with the ball. And we have a foul called, so Hokies is shooting 2 at the line. A lot of fouls, man. A lot of fouls here. This game keeps on stopping because of fouls. So we have 12 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the second. Hokies are up 48-45, and they're at the line shooting 2. So I'm going to update you guys with the score here once again. First shot from the line goes down for Virginia Tech. Ahmed Hill having a pretty good game so far for Virginia Tech tonight. So it's 49-45, Duke down by 4. He just hit his first one from the line. Let's see what Ahmed Hill can do on the second. And no good on that one. Rebounded by Duke. 12:25 left to go in the second. Duke got the defensive rebound, and they have the ball, taking it past the timeline. Top of the key with RJ, dribbling towards the left side of the wing, passes it off to the right corner to Jack White, moving it around the perimeter, back to RJ, left wing of the perimeter here, dribbling a lot with it. 6 on the shot clock for RJ, getting around defenders. RJ, baseline jumper, up and in by RJ Barrett for 2. 12 minutes left to go in the second. RJ Barrett reaching the double-digit mark. 10 points right now. 49-46, Virginia Tech up by 2, and another foul committed by Duke with 11:53 left to go in the second. Gonna update the score for you guys. Once again, Duke's only down by 2 right now. We'll see if Virginia Tech has another case of the Louisville Cardinals in this one, but we'll see, because that was a 23-point lead. Here we are with a 2-point lead currently with 11:53 left to go in the second. So if you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. So getting you in the know here and ready for the March Madness tournament in less than a month. And I got some more games for you guys this weekend. looking like I'll probably be streaming the Tennessee-Kentucky game on Saturday. And it looks like North Carolina, Clemson as well. I might do there's 2 games in between. Probably might do Duke against Miami or so, but we'll see how this one goes. Miami's been at the bottom of the ACC all season long. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I know. I think Tennessee against Kentucky's at 2 o'clock. 6 o'clock is North Carolina against Clemson. Huge game for Clemson at home. Currently on the bubble, 6-8 record in the ACC right now for the Clemson Tigers. We're going to look to the college basketball scoreboard right here. Talking about the bubble, Ohio State currently on the bubble, and they're delivering right now. They're 0-5 against teams in the top 25 this season. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm actually not from North Carolina at all. I'm from the Northeast, but I've been a huge college basketball fan. But yeah, Coach K is just incredible. Incredible head coach. Number 1 in my books. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, I'm from the Northeast, but I like to watch like a ton of college basketball. That's why, and bringing you this channel is like absolutely awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely hurt. UNC is really, really dangerous. That they look really, really dangerous. Another team that looks dangerous is Michigan State right now. They look dangerous. And another team to bring up that's been like low-key good but only has 1 loss is Houston. As I'm going to look to the scoreboard here, Ohio State's surviving right now. 17-10 record, 7-9 overall. Currently on the bubble, haven't won against the top 25 team this season, but they're up against number 22 Iowa right now, 74-61. Looking at other games, Akron trying to stop number 21 Buffalo in this one. Close game, number 21 Buffalo up 61-59 against Akron. One of those teams in the March Madness tournament that's looking to be a dark horse could be Buffalo as well. I'm thinking about mid-majors here. We could see some Sweet 16 teams coming from teams like Murray State, led by John Morant, or even Lipscomb inside the Sweet 16. So we're back to action here. Virginia Tech just nailed down their first shot from the free throw line, and they're up 50-47. We have 11:53 left to go in the second. Nikhil Alexander-Walker at the line, and now he has 7 points tonight. 51-47, hit them both from the free throw line. Duke now with the ball as they take it past the timeline. R.J. Barrett dribbling towards the left wing of the perimeter, feeds the ball back outside, and now it goes back to Barrett. Passes the ball right side of the perimeter to Trey Jones, dribbling towards the top of the key. Passes the ball here left corner, and they cough it up there. I think that was Jack White at Duke who coughed it up, trying to go for the alley-oop. And no, Duke denies that by Virginia Tech going the other way. RJ up and in, going coast to coast off the missed opportunity for the Virginia Tech alley-oop as the Duke defense just tipped that ball right up in the air and read that play and took it a distance with RJ. 51-49, Duke down by 2 now. 11:05 left to go in regulation. Virginia Tech now dribbling around the perimeter, left wing at the outside. Ty Outlaw catch and shoot, nothing but net. Ty Outlaw with a 3-pointer. He's 3rd right now in the ACC and 3-point shots from the field, averaging 46.2% from 3-point range. He only has 8 points tonight, but that was a big 3-pointer. Jumper, free throw circle goes down. That's RJ who hit that one as well. 54-51. Duke down by 3 right now. RJ with 14 points. What a game. 10.5 remaining. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, keeping you up to date to the March Madness tournament. Hokies with the ball, passing around the perimeter. Open man, Ty Outlaw, no good. Hits the top of the rim. He had the wide open shot, and the ball goes out of bounds with 10:09 left to go. It looks like Virginia Tech will get the ball here. Back on the inbound momentarily. So I'm going to update the score for you guys in just a brief moment right now. Yeah, what a great game. So here we go. Virginia Tech gets the ball back on the inbound. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not able to see that right now because I'm actually streaming off of ESPN3, so I might be a little bit behind. Yep, so now we got it down by 5 right now. My video just paused, that's why. So it's 56-51. Virginia Tech up by 5 with 9:48 remaining on the layup right there underneath. So my video might be a little bit behind because I'm going off of ESPN3. I actually don't have cable. I'm streaming the game from my computer off of the ESPN3 site. Duke just missed the open layup right now. As Virginia Tech gets the ball back here. 56-51, under 9.5 left to go. So there we go. That's where I am at this point in the game. Virginia Tech still with the ball. Trying to dribble inside. Nikhil, he gets blocked right there by Duke. Going the other way. Trey Jones with it. Right wing of the perimeter. Passes it top of the key 3. Up and in. Cam Reddish delivering from the top of the key with 9 minutes left to go. 15 points by Cam tonight. 56-54. Duke's only down by 2. 8:55 left to go in the game. And Virginia Tech passes the timeline here. Nikhil Alexander-Walker with it at the right wing of the perimeter towards that Carillion Clinic logo. Dribbling out now, and there's bodies on the floor between Trey Jones and Nikhil. They both hit the hardwood on the court. Gonna update you guys with the chat once again. 8:38 remaining, and the clock's been stopped. 54-56 right now. Tech up by 2. And the Hokies, yeah, that was a foul by Duke, and they're in the bonus right now. Double bonus, actually, so they're shooting 2 at the free throw line. First shot goes by the Hokies, 57-54. Nikhil with 8 points today. A perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Coming into this game, Nikhil Alexander-Walker is the leading scorer for the Hokies. He averages 16.7 points per game. Second one, it rings around the rim, and it goes out. No good by Nikhil. So he misses his first free throw of the game. Duke gets the ball here on the rebound with under 8.5 remaining. Duke trying to take it inside. Up and in. Inside the low post with his right hand. RJ Barrett lays it up the glass. 57-56. 12 points in the second half by RJ. Only held to 4 before halftime. Only down by 1 now for Duke. 8:10 remaining. Virginia Tech with the ball top of the key. This is Wabisa Beatty. Passes it off. Ty Outlaw. Passes it here. Right wing of the perimeter. It is to Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Trying to dribble inside. Jumper up and in by Nikhil. 59-56. Let's see what Duke can do with the ball here with 7:50 left to go. We'll see if they can tie this up with a three-pointer. Cam Reddish passes it. And a three-pointer. And they do tie it up. RJ Barrett from the outside. We're tied up at 59. 7:33 left to go in regulation. What a game. This score is tied. Virginia Tech takes the ball past the timeline, and it looks like we do have a timeout called on the play. Buzz Williams calls a timeout. Going to update you guys with the chat. 59 even here. Virginia Tech and Duke. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos and share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know all season long with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. So here we are in this moment of the game. We'll go over some of the stats here in the box score. Here's the surprise is that Virginia Tech is only losing by 1 rebound to Duke right now. Duke's out-rebounding Virginia Tech 24-23. Coming into this game, Virginia Tech is dead last in rebounds in the ACC per game. They only average just above 32 rebounds per game this season. North Carolina is number 1 in the ACC, averaging just below 43 rebounds. If you add that into the account of all college basketball, Virginia Tech is ranked 312th in the nation out of 351 men's NCAA Division I college basketball teams in rebounds per game. So that is a very low total, but Virginia Tech is hanging in there with Duke tonight. One of the things that could be the factor deciding the winner in this game is the free throw shooting percentage. Duke is 11 for 12 tonight, 92% from the free throw line. Virginia Tech shooting at 77% from the free throw line at this one, 17 out of 22 at this moment. If you haven't done so at this moment, feel free to like my videos, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. So, yeah, Cam Reddish, a couple minutes ago in the game, he was on the bench. He tried to dribble inside, and it looked like he came down hard, and it looked like it was like a lower back pain that he had. He was able to get up all right, but he's been on the bench basically ever since that. He was down with his back, but hopefully we'll see him back in the game. That would be a huge loss to Duke. If not, I'm going to check the box score here for the leading scorers. So right now, yeah, Cam Reddish has 15 points. Leading the way now is RJ with 19. RJ's just gone off in the second half. He has, I think, 15 points in the second half compared to 4 points in the first half. As we look to Virginia Tech, they have 3 players right now in double-digit points. Ahmed Hill leading the way, 17 points, 16 points by Kerry Blackshear, 10 points by Nikhil Alexander-Walker. And also Marquise Bolden coming off the bench for Duke. He has 10 points as well inside the double digits right now, currently in this one. We're going to get back to action really shortly, as when we do, we'll have the score tied up at 59 between Virginia Tech and Duke. So right now we're on a TV timeout. We're almost ready to get back to action. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe. And if you haven't liked the video, you can do that as well if you wish. I'll be doing this all season long. And of course, don't miss out on the March Madness tournament. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions. Next day that I'll be doing this will be Saturday, Tennessee against Kentucky, UNC against Clemson as well, and possibly a game at 4 o'clock in that time slot. Looks like Duke and Miami is on CBS, so that I'll most likely do. The other one's Houston against UCF, but not sure how two of those schools are that big. 3-pointer from the outside, and he hits it by Virginia Tech with 7:10 remaining. Right corner 3 right there by Beatty. 62-59. Hokies with a lead. 7 minutes left. Duke coughs it up. Virginia Tech steals it, and Virginia Tech tried to take it in transition. Foul call by Duke. So I'm going to update you guys with a score here, 59-62. So that's the score right now since I updated it. Let's see. Yep, he's at 19 points right now. Curious to see if he can get to the 30-point mark again. Yeah, I'm not able to show the game because if I do show the game, I get a copyright strike on it, and then I wouldn't be able to post videos for 30 days because I've seen that done with the NFL, that people show the game and the video's up for like 10 minutes and then YouTube takes down the game and they get a copyright strike, and then they're not able to post videos for a month. So that's the only reason why I can't do that. Yeah, but thanks so much for joining me. Feel free to like my video, share, and subscribe. So right now, Virginia Tech did hit one of their free throws, so they're up 63-59 with 6:46 left to go. I'm going to update you guys with a chat here. Looks like there was a foul called by the Hokies, so Duke will be shooting 2 at the free throw line. So Duke's down by 4, shooting 2. 63-59, 6:46 left to go. First shot was a miss there. So RJ Barrett at the free throw line here. 63-59. Barrett, and it rattles out. Fight for the rebound. Oh, Duke with offensive rebound. And another foul called. Another foul called underneath. Looks like, oh, wow. So Cam Reddish coming back in the game off of his injury, and he definitely delivering for Duke right now. Fights for the rebound, rips it right out in front, and is at the free throw line. So Cam Reddish is okay, everybody, and he seals it right there as he nails down the shot from the line. 63-60. I'm actually from New England, so I'm not even from North Carolina, but I've been doing this college basketball channel. It's been going pretty well so far, which is pretty cool. Not a whole lot of big college basketball teams in my area over here. I'm not too far from the Providence Friars. That's like the biggest local team. Providence Brown and the University of Rhode Island up towards my way. But here we are, back to action here. 63 Virginia Tech, 61 Duke with 6.5 remaining. Hokies with the ball, right wing of the perimeter. Yep. As they try to pass it, they're going, fighting their way, low post, Black Shear over the top, and it goes up and in for Virginia Tech. 65-61 right now with 6:19 left to go. So Kerry Blackshear going low post, and he hits that one home for Virginia Tech. Now they have the lead by 4 points currently in this game. Going to the free throw line to shoot one right now for Blackshear as Virginia Tech's up by 4. And he hits it. So it is a 5-point lead, 66-61. Duke is now down by 5 with 6:12 remaining. Duke's dribbling around the perimeter. Top of the key here on the feed inside. Low post underneath the basket. And what a block by Virginia Tech. Underneath the basket there was Marquise Bolden, and he got that one blocked from behind. Trying to pass it around the perimeter now. Virginia Tech at the right corner of the perimeter, passing to the right wing. This is Nickeil Alexander-Walker taking it to the top of the key. Pass it. Free throw circle of Blackshear. Right wing three. Nickeil. And it rattled out. Almost hit that one. Rebounded by Duke. That was Joey Baker who rebounded that ball. I don't think he's played all season, but yeah, that's number 13. Yeah, that's correct. As the ball goes out of bounds right there, Duke loses control of it, and it goes out of bounds. Wow. So right now, I'm going to update you guys with the score once again. 61 for Duke, Virginia Tech 66. Virginia Tech here with the inbound with 5:25 left to go. They pass the timeline. This is Beatty of Virginia Tech dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter. Beatty now with 15 on the shot clock. Passes it here. Top of the key to Ahmed Hill. Hill looking for somebody who's open with 10 on the shot clock. Dribbling towards the right side. Trying to go past defenders. Kicks it back outside. And top of the key three. Walker hits the top of the iron. Rebounded here by Duke. Into the hands of RJ. And he gets fouled on the rebounding foul, as it looks like Duke will be shooting from the line in the bonus. So going to update the score for you guys once again. Duke 61. Virginia Tech 66 with 4:56 remaining. RJ Barrett at the free throw line. He's a 69% shooter this season. We have 4 minutes, 56 seconds left to go in this game. In the bonus, and no good. He missed it. And wow, Virginia Tech with a rebound right there. That was Ahmed Hill who fell on the ground, and he was able to control the ball. They take it past the timeline into the hands of Nickeil Alexander-Walker, dribbling towards the left wing of the perimeter. Passes the ball back to Hill, and it's back to Beatty. Beatty at the right wing of the perimeter. And now the Blackshear trying to go inside, and he two-handed jams that one home. 68-61 with 4:26 left to go. Kerry Blackshear with 21 points on the night for Tech. Duke now with the ball as they take it past the timeline. Left wing with his Trey Jones, top of the key here. To Marquise Bolden, feeds it back to Jones, trying to dribble baseline, and we do have a foul call. That was, yeah, RJ Barrett actually was dribbling baseline here. Tons of fouls just being called in the second half. Yeah, on the replay right there, I was just showing Kerry Blackshear with authority, just putting that one back home. So here we are at the free throw line for Duke. 4:09 remaining, and RJ hits his first. So 68-62. As Cam Reddish looks like he checks out of the game right now. He's on the bench for Duke. Second shot from the line, and he hits that one as well. 68-63. 4:09 remaining. Hokies the inbound. Duke's 15 for 19, shooting the ball from the charity stripe. Virginia Tech's 19 for 25. Virginia Tech takes it back past the timeline. Duke is down by 5. I'd like to see them hopefully play a little bit more of that double team trap that they forced Louisville in. That's how they were able to get back when they were down by 23 points and win that game. They haven't shown a lot of half-court pressure in this game. Virginia Tech now with 3:43 remaining. The feed inside and up and in. Reverses it and hits it home. Isaiah Wilkins off the glass. 70-63. Virginia Tech's up by 7. 3.5 remaining. Duke with the ball. Top of the key. Dribbles back out of it for RJ. RJ dribbling towards the right side of the perimeter. Oh, it's almost stolen. He gets it back, though. Barrett now. 12 on the shot clock. Passes it. Left wing 3. Hits it from the outside. What a shot there by Duke, and a timeout called on the floor. Duke 66. Virginia Tech 70. Going to be a finish between number 20, the Virginia Tech Hokies, and the number 3 Duke Blue Devils. Here, Duke's the only team right now in all college basketball that hasn't lost a game on the road. So we'll see what happens in this one. Yeah, it would be insane if RJ reaches 30 right now. He has 21 points currently in this game. He only needs 9 points to reach 30. That would mean 3 games in a row that RJ has scored 30 points or higher right now. So right now, Virginia Tech currently up by 4. But what Duke's done all season, they're 6-2 in the second half with comebacks this season. So we'll see what happens. Currently on the TV timeout. I'm going to see if I can update this. I know. Trying to see if I can get it maybe to like a faster stream here. I think one of my games might be a little, yeah, might be behind here on the stream. I'm going to see if we can get it up and going, which one's faster, and get it more in sync with the game. But currently at this stage of the game, Duke's shooting the ball 22 for 44 from the field. Virginia Tech right now shooting at 22 for 46 from the field. Duke's out rebounding Virginia Tech 27-25. That's a close rebound margin for a Virginia Tech team that is really small in size as well. Yeah, we'll see. Right now, RJ is sitting at 21. We'll see if he can get to that 30-point mark or not in this one. That would mean 3 games in a row that RJ will score 30 points or more if he does hit that 30-point mark. Yeah, Virginia Tech on the other side, they're a really, really good 3-point shot. That's what they've been doing tonight. They're 5th right now in college basketball in 3-point shooting percentages. They shoot the ball at around 40.1% from 3-point range. That's something that they had trouble against Virginia, though, doing. They couldn't shoot the 3-point ball at all against Virginia. They only shot the ball at 10.7% from behind the arc. I'm just going to look at that percentage here. They're only shooting the ball. Yeah, they've only connected on 7 out of 22. On this game. That's only good for 31.8%. All right, yeah. Thank you so much, man. I wasn't aware of that right now. That's so weird. Huh. That's very, very weird. Right now the score is Virginia Tech 70, Duke 66. We have 3:16 remaining, and the Hokies get back the ball here. Yeah, everything's looking good on my end right now for the stream. So hopefully everything continues to go well right now. Virginia Tech has the ball here. 3 minutes left to go. And it's an open 3 from the right corner. It's a miss by Virginia Tech. Wabisa Beatty missed that open 3. So here we go. Duke gets the rebound. 2:50 left to go. It's a 4-point game. 70-66. Duke with the ball at the top of the key. RJ. RJ now dribbling towards the left side of the perimeter. Dribbles past the defender. Now dribbling at the free throw circle, passes the ball, trying to go. And baseline, they drive it inside. Miss shot, and an offensive rebound by Duke. Up and in it goes. Number 20, Marquise Bolden, helping out his teammate and putting it right into the bucket. 70-68 with 2:20 left to go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it now. Marquise Bolden, 12 points, 2 rebounds. Virginia Tech with the ball with 2:10 left to go. Dribbling now at the top of the key. They feed it off. Top of the key, three by the right there by the big man, Kerry Blackshear. No good as he missed that one off the top of the iron. Rebounded by Duke. 70-68, minute 58 remaining. Bolden now passes it off. The lob inside, alley-oop jam. Tie game at 70. Minute and 45 left to go. Duke has tied this thing up. 14 lead changes, 3 ties, and we have a minute and 40 remaining. Timeout call by Buzz Williams. Gonna update you guys with a score right now. 70 apiece here. Virginia Tech and Duke with 1:39 left to go. What a game. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so stay in the know here with Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. What a game between these two teams, Virginia Tech and Duke right now, as Duke's the only team that's winless currently on, or the only, not winless, the only team that hasn't lost an away game this season. Only undefeated team on the road this season, to put it like that. 70-70 right now, minute 39 remaining. As what a game this is for both of these teams. We'll see if Virginia Tech can hang on, or we'll see if Duke can get another W with no Zion in this game. No problem, we might say after this one. We'll see. We're down to the last minute and 33. We're back to action here. Beatty trying to take it inside, kicks it back outside. Left corner three, and he sinked it. Was Ty Outlaw. 3-point lead back again for the Hokies, 73-70. Taking it past the timeline here for Duke. This is RJ Barrett, top of the key, dribbling. Now at the right elbow, looking for somebody, finally finds him. He finds his man dribbling, and it goes back to RJ at the Carillion Clinic logo. Passes the ball off. Trying to go inside. They kick it back outside. Left corner three. No good. It rattled out by Duke. Rebounded by Blackshear of Virginia Tech with 55 seconds remaining. Wow. So we'll see if Duke will follow or not. 20 on the shot clock, 48 on the game clock. So we got quite a bit of differential. Beatty now just dribbling with the ball, just doing circles around the court. They feed it outside with it, and it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, right wing of the perimeter here for Virginia Tech. 34 seconds left, still with the ball. Left corner three, no good, and an offensive rebound by Blackshear. No foul call by Duke. 25 seconds remaining. 24, 23, 22, still no foul. 21, 20, and finally a foul with 19.5 seconds remaining. So that was not good for Duke at all, as Virginia Tech missed a shot and got back the offensive rebound and just absolutely killed a bunch of time from the clock. Wow. So that three-pointer by Outlaw on the replay missed, and he did sink it. That's what the go-ahead one was. But the last one he did miss and out right there, but it was the rebound by Blackshear that really chewed time off the clock. And Virginia Tech at the free throw line hits it. And it's a two-score game, 74-70. Now with 19.5 seconds remaining. Second shot from the line, and he hits it. 75-70 right now. Did not expect this at all. Duke now with the ball, passing the timeline. Here, Trey Jones trying to go to the bucket, and he does. With 12.6 seconds remaining, that was a very lucky shot. He just floated that one up there. That was almost too strong off the backboard, but Trey Jones just barely got it into fall into the bucket. So Duke is now down by 3 as there's a timeout on the floor. Right now, Virginia Tech up by 3, currently in this game, and we're about 12 seconds left in this matchup. This is the only meeting between both of these teams in the regular season. As we'll see if both of these teams will meet once again in the ACC tournament. So I think, the last time that they played each other, I think Virginia Tech won that game by 1 point. It was a tip-in at the buzzer. So we got 12.6 seconds left when Virginia Tech does get the inbound. Right now, Duke is down by 3. With a win tonight, this will be the first time that Virginia Tech has won 2 straight games against Duke since 1921. If they can hold on, this will be their 3rd straight win against a top 5 Duke team at the Castle Coliseum in Blacksburg. If they do so, yeah, Duke's team is, without Zion in the lineup, Duke's team is not strong at all. Virginia Tech will get the ball back here. I'm going to see. Yeah, Javin Deloria just hasn't pulled his weight at all. He only has 1 point so far. Jack White with 4 off the bench by Duke right now. Okay, we're going to get back to action here. So Virginia Tech will get the inbound. We have 12.6 seconds remaining. Hokies up by 3. They inbound it back to Blackshear. Duke trying to follow. They do with 11.4 seconds remaining. Yeah, their players, like, off the bench coming in to sub in for Zion is like basically like average basketball players. Like they're not even like top class recruits. Like when Zion's not in the game, like these guys just haven't been able to fill up and step into the void. I think the big thing has basically been playing time. I think playing time and experience basically the reason why. 75-72, Virginia Tech, and they sink in. They put it back to a 2-score game with 11.4 seconds remaining. So Virginia Tech shooting 2 at the charity stripe. They just hit their first. They're up by 4, 76-72. Second shot from the line by Blackshear. Let's see if it falls in or not, and it does. 77-72. Virginia Tech up by 5. Now Duke with the ball, passing the timeline. RJ passes it off. Left wing 3, no good. Rattled out by Duke with 2 seconds left. They won't manage to foul, and this game is over. Virginia Tech is stunned the Duke Blue Devils tonight. And every single team in college basketball has lost a game on the road this season. Wow. The final score, Duke 72, Virginia Tech 77. From my personal perspective, I wasn't expecting this at all. Wow. That's insane. Duke playing at Syracuse, beating Syracuse without Zion, but tonight they just couldn't get the W here. They lose by 5, 77-72. So Virginia and North Carolina are currently tied for first right now in the ACC. If you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games. Catch me for my next stream Saturday, 2 p.m., Kentucky against Tennessee. And then I'll be doing a couple more as well. I think Clemson's on the bubble. They'll be taking on North Carolina. That'll be an interesting game since that game is at Clemson. I'm thinking about doing that game at 6 o'clock as well. But for more college basketball updates right now, feel free to like my channel and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll hopefully have some more Duke videos coming up and definitely more college basketball videos. Definitely, I think it's 6 o'clock on Saturday, March 9th is the Duke-UNC game. So I should have that one. I did the stream Michigan against Michigan State. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Michigan State. I did that game on Sunday. That was absolutely insane. Like, that was incredible. But right here, game this big of the stakes as well. And wow, Virginia Tech just showed you that they're not ready to give up that top 25 spot, that they're still trying to stay in that top 25, and they earned it tonight with a 5-point victory, but no Zion. So we'll see. Hopefully Zion can return to the ACC tournament, and we'll see right now what happens. But we'll go into college basketball in this one. Another team on the bubble just earned themselves a huge win tonight. Ohio State beat number 22 Iowa 90-70. So the Buckeyes just earned their first big win against a top 25 opponent this season. Iowa's been like a seesaw all season long. So most likely we'll see the Hawkeyes drop out of the top 25 at the end of this week. We'll go over the box score stats here between Duke and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech with a big upset here at home into the hands of the number 3 Duke Blue Devils. 77 Hokies, 72 Duke. We look to the box score. Leading scorer, R.J. Barrett, 21 points. He didn't get to the 30-point mark, which we were looking forward to. Some of the people here in the chat, around 28 to 30 points. He was held scoreless at 21 for like the past 4 minutes in that game. For Virginia Tech, 23 points, leading the way once again. And another double-double by Kerry Blackshear. 23 points, 10 rebounds by Blackshear. He was coming off that big game. Actually, the past 2 games have been really big. 23 points, 13 rebounds in the loss against Virginia. And he also had the game against the win against Notre Dame on Saturday. Blackshear, 22 points, 14 rebounds. He does it again here. Another double-double, 23 points, 10 rebounds here. 4 players in double-digit scoring for the Hokies. Ahmed Hill with 17 points in this one. Also, Nikhil Alexander-Walker with 13. And Ty Outlaw with 11. That's basically it for today. We'll look at some of the team stats and see what went wrong here for the Duke Blue Devils today. I'd say it's the turnovers. They turned over the ball 12 times in this game compared to Virginia Tech, who only turned over the ball 6 times in this one. Even though Duke out-rebounded Virginia Tech 30-28, they still couldn't come away with the W. Also, Duke shot the ball better from the floor than the Hokies. 50% for Duke shooting from the floor. Virginia Tech shot the ball at 46% in this game. Looking to see if there was anything else that stuck out throughout this game for the stats. Nothing really much over here. Virginia Tech coming into the game number 5 in the nation in 3-point shooting percentage, shooting the ball just above 40% from the field, but today they were held to only 31% from the field as they shot the ball 8 for 26. But yeah, that's basically it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into my stream. I'll be doing more play-by-play and live reactions all season long to college basketball games, so if you haven't done so already, feel free to like my videos, share and subscribe to my channel as well, and spread the message to your friends and family and whoever you like to. This has been another presentation of Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it, and have a nice night, everyone.